Hey Daniel, your daughter's dead. El Matadero, amigo!
Mr. Salazar wanted a 2-for-1 special. He wanted the guns, he wanted his daughter. In the end, he got absolutely nothing. He got medicine. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. We have the big truck, the multicultural truck. You have a little bit of everything on this. You have the white heroic woman. You have the black man who is also part of the LGBT. You have Walker, who is like a Native American Indian with a lot of racism inside, but because he's not white, he's allowed to be, so it's all good. You have Crazy 8 on the back of the truck, or Crazy Dog, Crazy 8. I don't know what this guy's called. It's a cheap knockoff on the Breaking Bad character, but you know what? I'll accept it. And we also have Ofelia, Daniel's daughter, who isn't looking too hot right now, or maybe she's looking very hot because she's burning up. She falls off the back of the truck. Madison thinks it doesn't matter, we don't have the guns. We've got the trump card. We've got what Daniel really wants. No, and that isn't a 2024 presidential run for Big Donald. We've got his daughter, but it turns out you've got a bitten daughter because Ophelia falls off the truck. They go and check on her and they see a big bite mark on her neck, and it makes me wonder how they never seen the bite mark up until now. It's like, I mean, Jesus Christ, it's in a visible area. It's like, how did they get Ophelia onto the truck? How had they been around Ophelia and not noticed it up until this point? I don't quite get that, but we get the big reveal. Ophelia is dead. It's on her neck. We don't know how long she's been bit. It's not like you can cut her neck off. So Ophelia is done. She's a goner. She's dead. We're going to say goodbye to another original character. And the only question we need to answer now is, can she reunite with Daniel before the infection takes her?
Before the time runs out, guys, and how many Trump supporters are on this water tanker? Not many, that is for sure. But let's cut to the real, the only Trump supporter.
I guess Jeremiah's fucking head's in the back of the...
It's not, Troy's a Trumper.
He's not on this truck.
Let's talk about Troy, because Alicia, she's eating inside an abandoned building, then a car pulls up, she starts firing. Leave! Then Nick and Troy step out. It's like, Alicia, you gotta come with us, man.
Yeah, it could have been anyone. Turns out it's Troy and Nick. But Alicia says, no, I've made up my mind. I'm safe here. I don't want to be with people. I just don't get it. How Alicia all of a sudden believes safety is not by number, safety is on your own, especially being a female at her age and in a post-apocalyptic world like this. Just doesn't make any sense for me. It's almost like she's asking to put herself in dangerous situations by going off on her own.
Yeah, it is. I mean, her logic is, well, you know, we haven't been safe so far, so I'm going to go off by myself and be safe. What? It's just so forced. I mean, could they not have split her up a different way?
Like, look how hard people actually work to try and reunite with people in The Walking Dead, and she's happy just to go off on her own way with no walkie-talkie, no communication. I mean, once, the fact that they don't have a camp or anything like that, once you kind of lose contact in this world, then you're lost, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's Xbox Live without internet at the end of the day. You can't do much with it. And with Alicia,
it's Alicia jobbing out her family. Let's keep it real. That's what it is. Alicia pretty much giving up on her family here. I don't quite get it. I mean, this seems more like a Nick tactic, if you ask me.
Yep. So you can just go off and do some drugs, but honestly, there's just nothing for Ophelia. No, Alicia. Sorry, I just don't get it. I mean, this is where you need a strong role model to lay the smack down and be like, right, you're fucking going nowhere. Travis would have tried to put the boot in, wouldn't he? But it's just not going to happen. Alicia. Two similar fucking sound. Ophelia, Alicia, man. They're not really similar sounding, but here, all you need to know is one of them's going to die this episode, and I'll have no real issue talking about the other one, damn it. But Madison, their group, they arrive. But see, at the checkpoint, they give up guns. A lot of them.
Well, not really. They've not got many guns left.
Well, they give up at least. They give up their weapons.
Aye, what they've got left. It's not like they had a whole arsenal of guns.
I'd argue that's even worse. They're giving up the only things they had in order to get Ophelia safe passage to Belfast. But she's getting patted down. You can see the fever, the infection's kicking in. But the guy, he doesn't discover the bite, so it's all good. Then Madison, she gets a scolding from Strand. Strand's like, "What you did? What you did, Madison? My silky blue pajamas. How could you trade them in for this spick?" Did he say that?
Not quite. That's not exactly how he said it, but
He may as well have said it like that.
Strand believes that Madison's making a poor choice here by giving up what they have left, giving up their supplies in order to try and buy Ofelia a couple more hours. A little bit similar to what Walker was doing in a couple episodes ago, where he felt that Madison was giving up his gold to get Strand free.
Yeah, we've got Ophelia now parked out in like a stable room that we've seen them use like a couple episodes ago when we were here. Nick then decides to leave Alicia. It's like, alright, there's a map. If you ever need us, we'll be at the stadium. So Troy and Nick get there. And pretty much immediately, Nick goes for, half redeeming himself this season, even though he's murdered like 2 of the Autos. And he's hanging out with the remaining one. He just goes to being a junkie again. And you know what, right? That's probably made for one of the better parts of this episode. But the fact that he took some dying member of the group's medicine, is it not pretty low for Nick?
Aye, stealing Ophelia's gear.
Oxycontin?
Yeah, that's supposed to try and take the pain away from her. Nick decides that he wants to take the pain away from himself instead. And then he goes and he just tries to get high. And he tries to drag Troy down with him.
Yeah, I mean, he's sitting down shot, drinking like freshly turned Walker's brain stems or something. But the risk is if you eat it and they're a wee bit more than fresh, you could die, you could get infected, and well, obviously that's a high. I mean, come on, why would they in here? And like the guy at the bar's cutting the fucking faces off them and ripping these weird fucking worms things out. You
Didn't
just
happen
would.
this episode.
Well, he drunk some of them this episode.
Aye, but he didn't cut
No,
them.
but would you see this in the normal Walking Dead?
No.
Like the original. Could you imagine Daryl and Rick drinking fucking tequila and Walker brain stems?
No.
I couldn't see it happening, damn it. But let's talk about Alicia's part in this episode. She's in a burger joint. She kills all the walkers. She hides in a ball pit. She then gets attacked, but she manages to save the day, save herself. She gets some potatoes, damn it. And then guess what happens? Some woman appears. Black woman. Is it Poundland Michonne? It looks that way. She's driving like an estate car.
Yeah, she doesn't have she doesn't have the katana, but she's got like some sort of axe. And she's just cutting her way through zombies. She steals Alicia's potatoes, and it's like, well, Alicia, you kind of did leave your potatoes sitting there to be stolen, so I don't really have any real sympathy.
And also, I mean, she can't. Alicia went on a full rant about how unsafe this world is, and now like this person stole her potatoes, and it's like, what are you supposed to feel sorry for?
Yeah, Alicia tracks her down, goes to take the potatoes. Woman tells her, leave my potatoes alone. Alicia says, you know what, I could kill you and take them, but how about we share them? How about we have half of them? And it looks like we have a truce here. So Alicia's went from wanting to be on her own to being with someone else. I mean, is this a whole female thing? Who knows?
Yeah, it just...
I feel safer with females, so I don't want any males around.
This group's absolutely doing nothing for me. We see Nick and Troy running about outside the walls, like there's walkers are covering each other in walker blood. Troy's trying to keep up with Nick, because of course Nick is like the super junkie. He's taking all sorts. Troy is... I mean, is it safe to say Troy's probably not really did much drugs?
Yeah, Troy's probably thinking, what the hell have I got myself into here?
What have I got myself into? I'm fucking shitting myself.
Hang around with this junkie.
Yeah, Madison then takes Ophelia out to the parking lot, and this is where shit quickly hits the fan. She's like, tell Daniel, hey Daniel, I was looking forward to getting to know him. And she's passing in and out of consciousness. Daniel arrives, buddy. He's wearing this like Trump cap, apart from the fact it doesn't say Make America Great. He goes straight to Ophelia. He's like, Madison! How dare you? Is this some sort of game? Sick joke, Madison! Did you kill my daughter, Madison? Yeah, and then he orders Madison away, and then he shoots Ophelia. So just like that. Does this feel like a wasted opportunity for you, or are these characters allowed a wee bit of tragedy in their lives?
I don't see the point. May as well had a reunion. What harm would it have done?
Yeah, I think you may as well had the reunion, because I mean, once you're bit, you're dead. So it's not like they cut a limb off. I don't see. Like,
I would have had the reunion take place, and even if it was for 5 minutes.
Yeah, then he could have did. I mean, it's not like if he spoke to her for 5 minutes, he still wouldn't have had resentment towards the people who he thinks got her killed. But here,
like maybe we could have seen Daniel's reaction to the bit, because Madison, whatever her name is, fucking can't act like shit. So.
Kim Dickens.
She can't act.
No, Daniel. No. Daniel.
Ophelia, no, come on.
I'm sorry,
So
Daniel.
maybe it would have been better if we actually seen Daniel's reaction to seeing the bite. Maybe Daniel comes across Ophelia.
What chance has the show got, though, when the main actress / actor is one of the worst on the show?
I don't know. I think maybe we could have Daniel hug Ophelia and then like, oh, what's happening? Ophelia, you're burning up. And then he checks and he sees the bite mark. And then maybe he turns around and he's like, man, what the hell is this? You know, kind of deal. I think they could have done it a little bit better. But no, by the time Daniel gets there, Ophelia's passed away. And then Daniel just takes care of her. And I mean, it was a quick shot as well. I mean, like normally we see people with a loved one, they take their time.
Yeah,
They have to build up the courage to do it. But Madison just began walking away when Daniel told her to leave. And then the next minute, bang. So it was like Daniel didn't even really waste any time here.
No, he didn't. And then talking of wasting time, it's like pretty much cuts to the next morning, and Daniel's like, "I'm sorry, Madison. I was a bit hasty last night." And as she's like,
No, I think Daniel deserves some answers. Like, I don't know why Daniel was. I don't think he should have been apologising. I think Daniel had every right to know what happened and be upset, obviously. Shame because I've killed another original character off. Didn't think Ophelia was the worst character on the show, so. They actually gave her something to do in season 3. She did feel a little bit
big time.
I don't know. She didn't feel important in the first couple of seasons, so
no, she absolutely didn't. And
I feel like as soon as she becomes interesting, and she's given a role,
they dropped her.
Yeah, so I don't know. Anyway, that's the decision that they've. I mean, maybe we'll see Daniel now totally lose control. Although he's still got Lola, and he seems to care more about her than he does Ophelia. So we'll see. We'll see what happens going forward.
It'd be a real shame if that Lola died. But talking of Lola, we've got to get to the dam. Madison and Co are leaving. We've got pretty much everyone apart from Nick and Troy. Nick says, I'll stay behind and make sure we get a bit of currency for your next wee trip. AKA, I'm going to stay behind like a wee waster.
And get high.
And get high, damn it. We're going to get high. High above me. And then that's pretty much where this episode ends. With the gang, the multicultural tanker, one beaner down, and they're heading towards the dam. And I'm going to give this episode a 5 out of 10. El Matador.
Solid 5. It was alright. Decent 5.
And you could have
average 5.
Yeah.
Nothing spectacular, but nothing horrible 5.
This season's just been a 5, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's just...
like the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 map. 5. Till next time, guys. Peace.